Yeah, I think, Joel, till you get in the games, you can practice in the summer, you can do scrimmages, you can do all that, but you got to get in the games and see how guys are going to respond. You got to be able to coach them in game. And I think both those kids, those two guards, Bryce McBride and Brandon, are a big part of this team this year, and it's Brandon's scoring ability can really, really score the basketball at a lot of levels, at the rim, mid-range, make threes, come off screens, beat you off the bounce. And then, Bryce, we put him in a couple of high pick and rolls there. I didn't really know what to run. I was really frustrated offensively. They did a great job. I tip my hat to them. They're physical. They deny passes. They're really stretching you out. And we were a little bit out of sync, Joel, in the first half with our offense. So, we just wanted to put our guys in pick and rolls, high pick and rolls, space the floor. When we put John Lovelace in there, I thought he was a big spark plug as well. But to hold a team to 71 was a remarkable defensive effort. We celebrated, but not too much, to be honest with you. You're in 2-game series now for the weekend. We really celebrated Brandon Rush's 1,000-point. We've got 4 or 5 kids this year that are all going to score 1,000 points. I always tell my guys, my staff members, you have a good team when you got 4 or 5 guys that have scored 1,000 points, because you're going to have a team that can score the basketball. So we celebrated that. We have a board where we put our Horizon League wins, but it's to win a championship, you have to win your home games. And I thought tonight, we've kind of been robbed 2 years here, to be honest with you, with the crowds, with COVID. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, 2 years ago we played with nobody in the stands. And then I don't blame a lot of people for not coming last year. So to see this city get behind our men's team and our women's team, I mean, I felt the vibe when I got in the building at 5:15. By 5:30, I'm sitting there watching our girls team saying, wow, this is what it can be. I thought the atmosphere was electric. Can't thank the fans enough. Saturday's going to be weird. It's New Year's Day, but let's get them back. Let's get them back for 2 more games. And that type of atmosphere, you'd be hard to beat. And that was pretty neat.
19 assists to 9 turnovers. Were you pleased to see that?
Joel, we celebrated that too, because we haven't been that high. To be honest with you, that was the other celebration that I forgot about. Really, really good passing. I thought our transition again was really good, making good decisions. They pressed a lot, so to be able to handle that pressure and look ahead and have 4 guys helping with outlets was really good. Let's not talk about that. That's been like that all year, right? We don't want to jinx that. No, I have full faith in our guys. I think it's a good point, because it's another format to win championships. You have to be able to step up on the line. It's just you and that basketball on the rim and shoot it with confidence. And all of our guys do. It's been really neat to see their preparation at practice. We shoot a ton of them, but it's all about concentration, and it's all about establishing a rhythm up there and being confident to make it.
46 points in the paint for Cleveland State. How much of that is just how they play, and how much of that was them attacking something else?
Yeah, I mean, they only made 3 threes, but their whole deal is to drive the ball. He does a really good job of getting those guys to play to their strength. They're going to get downhill. They're going to put pressure on the rim. They got positional size, like those 3s, 4s, and 5s. They're big and long and strong, and that was a big team. It was probably the second biggest team. That team's bigger than Notre Dame, to be honest with you. So as big as OU. So I give our guys credit for matching their physicality throughout that game.
Coach, another thing as well, I want to talk about the Cleveland State defense. This is really a perimeter defense. They're second in the Horizon League, and they usually hold opponents to 64 points. Can you really do what
Yeah, you're spot on. I mean, we faced the 2 best defensive teams, on a Thursday, Saturday. We stressed that with our kids really for about 3 days. We have to execute. We have to screen. We have to, pass the ball. And as Joel said, I mean, to get 19 assists, we did that. But I still think that's a really good defensive team. You're going to have nights where you make some threes or, whatever the case may be. But they're physical. They do a great job when they drive the ball to baseline. They're going to load the box. they want to keep you. They call it keep you in jail. They don't want you to drive the ball middle. So you got to angle some of your screens. They make it difficult on you.
Now, looking at Saturday's game, what's really the game plan against Purdue Fort Wayne and really neutralizing their team as well?
Yeah, I started looking at him last night. John Kaufman's a great basketball coach. He was coach of the year in this league last year. He's got a great team. They won the league. It's league play. As I told our guys, every game is just, it's a grind, on both sides of the ball. Last year, this conference, the Horizon League, was number one in the country in possessions when it came down to one or two possessions, right? The outcome came down to one or two possessions. So, tomorrow we got to do some situations. We obviously got to dig into their scout, but Jerrod Godfrey is a tremendous player. Love his game. I like all their guys. I mean, I think they're as good as anybody in this conference. I know they lost tonight, but it's going to happen. But they're eighth in the country in three-point shooting. They're going to ice ball screens. They're going to play off the bounce. They're going to put you in rotations. He's played in a lot of guys this year. So I gotta come up with a good game plan. We got to execute it, and really we got to get some rest.
One more thing, with league play really in full action right now, really being able to take over the standings, what does that really mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's one game at a time, but we have to understand we're one game behind. And our goal is to hang a ban. Our goal is to win this conference. Our goal is to go to the NCAA tournament. So it's one day, one step at a time. Every game is really, really meaningful. That's why this level is awesome, and then you position yourself to be a top 4 seed so you can get that first round bye and have an atmosphere like you saw tonight, if not better. So we got to take it one game at a time, but a huge opportunity, to get another win on Saturday afternoon.